Okay, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a Mardi Gras centerpiece. For instance, I'm making one for a family reunion that happens where the family roots are in New Orleans. So there's always a Mardi Gras New Orleans theme to the reunions. So that's why I'm making this one, but can be used for any Mardi Gras party or activity, and it's quite simple. So all we have here is it actually looks like a drinking glass. I got it from the thrift store, and these measure, let's see, what do these measure? These are about 3 inches. Let's see, 3 inches round. So I'm going to take this as my starting point, and I have 8 of these, just a glass cup, and the height is about 3.5 inches tall, but any sort of round cup or glass will do. And I'm also going to take a piece of this foam here, just the standard foam that you can get for flower arrangements. I'm going to cut a piece off here, and actually that piece is, just cut a piece that you think will, and it doesn't have to fit exactly because you're going to be able to mash it down in there. And then for extra visual appeal, so that you don't see the foam, I'm going to use Mardi Gras beads, which I already had left over from a party, so I didn't have to spend money for that. I can actually find some, so I'm going to use, okay, 1 gold and 1 purple bead. Put them inside to cover up my foam and give it a very festive look. Now I am going to cut off a piece of ribbon that we use to wrap gifts and things, a piece of gold ribbon. I think this piece is probably about, you can cut a piece that's probably about 15 inches long or so. I'm going to fold up my edges around the glass, keeping in mind that I would like the, so that you can see what's inside the glass, I'm going to keep the longer pieces. Basically, I'm going to center my cup a little bit forward on the cellophane. Oh, and by the way, this is probably about a 15 by 15 piece of pretty standard cellophane. This is what it looks like. It comes on a roll, and you can get it from like any party store. So I'm going to put my longer sections in the back, pull them up to a peak all the way around. Make sure I'm at least covering up to the edge of the glass. And then I'm going to take my ribbon. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Take my ribbon, gold ribbon, wrap it around, and then you're going to try to position so that the front of the glass is visible so that you can see the contents. So this is what I mean, the shorter pieces of cellophane are in the front, and the taller pieces are toward the back. So I'm going to just very gingerly tie this into a knot. And I'm going to raise the ribbon up so that it sits right around the rim of the glass, or a little bit lower. Put my finger here, try my best to push it up against something to tie a bow. Trying to keep it tight. Trying my best. Okay, so there we go. And just like you would do a Christmas gift, I don't know if you can even see, just take the edges and curl them like so. Okay, so now just make sure I arrange my cellophane so that it's longer points are toward the back, and that you can actually see what's inside the cup in the front. See, shorter is in the front, longer bits in the back. Okay, so now that we've gotten that far, very easy. I got some feather picks from Old Time Pottery, and I'm just going to take this pick here, and I can just probably just use a wire cutter because this is too long. So I'm just going to take a wire cutter and cut the stem down some if I can get it off. Let's see, okay, so my stem is down now. I'm going to stick this into my foam here. And now I'm going to take some of this wonderful, I forgot what you call this mesh, this really fun, colorful mesh that comes in all different colors. So I happen to have chosen purple to go with the purple, green, and gold theme of Mardi Gras. I am cutting a piece that is, see, I do it visually, but let me tell you how long this piece is. Okay, this piece is about 14 inches long, and this particular roll of this colorful mesh is 40 feet long by 30 inches wide, and it's 100 square feet is the one that I happen to buy. And no, sorry, that was my foil. Where's my wrapper for my, here, is this it? Okay, so it doesn't have anything about the size of it, but to tell you the length of the bolt, it is 10 inches. So 10 inches tall, little roll of this colorful and fun mesh. So I take this 14-inch piece and I just start to loosely roll it. Like I said, I hope you can see. And when I roll it, I want to have it a little off center, meaning I don't want to roll it like straight over each other like a pipe. I'm going to have it a little off because it creates a nice edge here. So you see my edges now, there's a point. There are points at the top here. You can see that nice little point right there. Whereas if I did it more like a pipe, then it would be all the same length all the way around, and that's not as much fun. So I just take that in and fold it into a knot. Now I have my two edges, which I'm going to bring together. And you know, this part is up to you of how you want to secure this. I am going to use some more of some of this wire cutter. I'm sorry, some of this craft wire that you kind of use at Christmas time. And I'm just going to do my best to wrap around to secure two pieces together and kind of tuck that away. And so now my piece looks like this, and you can obviously cut off any little stray edges that you don't want, but it kind of looks like bunny ears. You can open it up some, or you know, play with it to get the exact shape that you want, but that's kind of the look of it, almost like bunny ears. So I'm going to take another piece of this wire, and I'm going to just randomly pass it through the bottom of this little bunny ear structure, if I can get it. Okay, so I just passed it through just so I can use it to anchor it into the foam. And I'm just going to twist it to give it a little bit more, twist the wire to give it a little bit more sturdy feel. And then I'm going to take my wire and pass it down into the foam. And so now it looks like this. try to mash it down as much as you can. So now it looks like this. I know the lighting is not that good, but and the last part, which I'm going to get fresh flowers on the day of the event. So this is actually the day before, and I'm going to just use, just to show you what the end product is going to look like. I like to keep dried flowers around the house, so when someone gives me flowers, I like to hold on to them. So I just had some dried roses laying around so that I can give you an idea of what they will look like. So when I do get my fresh flowers on the day of the event, what I think I'm going to do maybe is get maybe a yellow flower, and then I have a little bit of purple spray paint that I'll just maybe spray the tips to give it a little bit of purple color. Or if you can find a purple flower or a white flower and you spray purple, whatever, be creative. And I'm just going to take my, obviously take my roses, put them down into the foam, and I'm going to be careful to try to cover cover any of the wires that are showing or anything like that. So this is kind of what the finished, what the finished product will eventually look like. And again, I don't even know if you can if you can see it very well, but this is my, let's see, where's my, okay, there we go. This is my Mardi Gras centerpiece that I created from items that I had around the house, which was the beads, which you can see the beads nicely down in here as a nice accent to cover my foam. Glasses I got from the thrift store, one roll of cellophane, one roll of mesh, your flower picks from any sort of craft store, and then whatever bouquet of flowers you want to purchase on the day of the event. And that is it. I hope you can see it, and I hope you like it. Okay, bye.